So Crucial have pulled out of the memory market. Why does that matter to your business? Well, as a business leader, you may not be thinking about computer memory very much, unless you've got a really slow computer. And generally, we recommend nowadays the machines have 16 gig of RAM, but I've seen machines with 4, and the blue circle of slow people moving towards leaving your organization is happening. If you want to fire people, but don't actually want to fire them, give them a really, really slow computer. They'll eventually get annoyed and leave, hopefully. Anyway, the purpose of this video is just to talk about what's going to happen with the market, because since long before I started Good Choice IT, we've been using Crucial to upgrade memory in machines where needed, because it's a really cheap way of extending the life of computers. If we've got a lot of computers and they're all random, you could go to their website, it would help you figure out what RAM you needed, so it matched up, so it worked, and that's always a big problem. Even when we bought manufacturer's memory, I've had issues where it doesn't work. The cost of memory is going up and up and up at the moment because of AI using it. And I can see why they're doing this, but it seems a bit strange to throw the baby out with the bathwater and not keep memory to consumer sales going, because they are, I would have thought, the market leader. But maybe the margin's not there. Maybe it's all down to price. I think it's really interesting because we're going to see people where they're struggling with their computers because it's too expensive for businesses to spend £200 upgrading the RAM. Well, we might as well buy a new computer for a few £100 more. Whereas at the moment, it costs maybe, excluding the labour, £40, £50. And certainly when we go to site, we're upgrading machines to 16 gig of RAM without even really asking the customers. We're just doing it because it's not worth for the £50 or £60 it costs them. We're already there on site. We might as well just do it. So I think it's very interesting that while we've got two different things pushing against each other, we've got the desire for AI to consume resources, and actually we're making people's work less efficient because they haven't got the right tools. So I'm always going on about this. Make sure you've got your life cycle under control. But if you do need to sweat your assets, upgrading the memory, if you want to do it, I would do it sooner rather than later. Hope that helped, and have a great day. If you've got any thoughts, ideas, let me know in the comments below.